Okay, let's dive right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a totally revolutionary approach to fundraising that completely abandons that traditional high-pressure guilt trip we are all so incredibly used to. We're looking at the source material for the LiveGood Fundraiser program, and what's so fascinating here is how it perfectly aligns the incentives of everyone involved: the customers, the organizations, and you, the referring affiliate. It's literally designed from the ground up as a true win-win-win model. Here is our game plan for today. We'll start by tackling the core problem with traditional fundraising, then walk through exactly how this new program works. After that, we'll cover student gamification, break down the residual income for schools, and wrap up with how this all benefits the affiliate.
All right, part 1, fixing the fundraising problem.
Let's just address the elephant in the room when it comes to old-school fundraisers. There's a quote from the source material that hits the nail on the head. When you're selling overpriced products, it doesn't help anyone. They're not going to stay on a product. I mean, think about it. People buy $15 wrapping paper or overpriced popcorn just to help out a neighbor's kid, right? But they never actually reorder it. It's a charity purchase. It's not a value purchase. So the customer gets a bad deal, and the organization completely misses out on any recurring revenue.
So, let's compare that broken, one-time model with the LiveGood solution. It is night and day. The traditional way relies entirely on those overpriced one-time guilt purchases. But this new program shifts the paradigm completely by offering affordable, super high-quality health products. And here's why that matters. Customers genuinely want these items to get healthy and stay healthy. That means they're highly likely to keep buying them month after month. It stops being a guilt trip and naturally turns into a lifestyle choice.
Moving on to part 2. How does setting this program up actually work? You'll love this because the setup is incredibly frictionless. Step 1, it's completely free to register. There's no sneaky $40 affiliate fee for the school, church, or nonprofit to join. None. Step 2, a main organizational link is created, something like livegood.com/Cleveland School. And then step 3, the system just goes to work and generates unlimited subdomains for the students. Whether a school has 100 kids or 1,000, they can instantly create tracking links for everybody. They can even just upload a list and the system handles the whole shebang automatically. Picture a student. Let's call him Joe Smith. Joe gets his own specific personalized link, like livegood.com/Joe Smith. When he goes to sell to his mom, his grandma, or his next-door neighbor, he gives them that exact URL. This lets the system easily track his individual sales so he gets the credit, while the school seamlessly collects the commission. It is just a perfectly streamlined tracking mechanism. Okay, part 3. Gamification and student prizes. Because we gotta keep the kids motivated, right? To get everyone fired up, the company actually sponsors an incredible ladder of incentives entirely out of their own pocket. Starting at just 10 customers, a student earns a $25 Amazon gift card. As they rank up and get more customers, they start unlocking iPods. The top 3 performers? They earn iPads. A high achiever can grab a Nintendo Switch, and it goes all the way up to a grand prize, a mountain bike, for generating over $25,000 in new volume. This is absolutely crucial, because it completely removes the burden of paying for prizes from the school's budget. And to keep that momentum going strong, the system uses automated real-time leaderboards. Students can log in at any given moment, check the board, track their sales, and see exactly what they need to do to hit the next prize tier, or, just what they need to do to beat their friends. It turns the whole fundraiser into a fun, engaging competition that naturally drives sales. Which brings us to part 4, residual income for schools. Let's talk about long-term value. The big takeaway here is moving away from a fleeting, one-time cash grab to actual long-term financial health. Right out of the gate, the organization makes a massive 20%. They immediately earn that 20% commission on every single customer's first order. And get this, that includes the purchase of yearly memberships. So, if a student sells $1,000 worth of product and memberships, the school instantly pockets $200. But here is where it becomes a real game changer. The back-end passive income potential is wild. Schools earn between 5 and 10% of every additional recurring order. At $20,000 in total sales volume, the residual commission sits at 6%. At $40,000, it bumps up to 7%. And if they hit $100,000 in total sales volume, that back-end commission grows to a full 10%. To put that into perspective, that's an extra $10,000 a month in ongoing passive income for the school, from a fundraiser they aren't even actively running anymore. It's the gift that literally keeps on giving year after year. Finally, part 5. Let's zoom out and look at the benefits for the affiliate. So why does this entire structure matter directly to you? Well, the source material lays out what we'll call the matrix rule. The organization itself actually does not take a position in your matrix. They aren't a member. However, and this is a massive win, all of the generated volume and all of the new members created by that fundraiser fall directly under you, the referring affiliate. While the school is laser-focused purely on fundraising and pulling in first-generation sales, every single member and every ounce of volume flows right into your personal matrix. You are getting paid on the members who refer members, fueling incredible long-term consistency for your business.
Oh, and by the way, this identical, highly profitable compensation structure, it isn't just for schools and churches. It's also fully available for gyms, nonprofits, and even influencers under the LiveGood Partner Program umbrella. The mechanics are exactly the same, which massively expands who you can approach with this model in your local area or your online network.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a question to chew on. Who in your immediate community, which schools, which gyms, or which churches could benefit from this win-win-win model right now? Who do you know that's currently pulling their hair out over broken, exhausting fundraising models and absolutely needs to see this solution today? Think about that for a second. Imagine the impact you could have by simply sharing a much smarter way to fundraise.